Hello and welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise, where today we're going to be deciding the organization's fate and future with the MLB draft. We have the 11th pick here in the first round due to last year's record. Our farm system ranks 27th, 28th, or 29th according to most places you look, so not very good. Need to have a good draft to fix that and help out the future. So without further ado, let's get started by looking at Kent Shannon, center fielder with a 2022 ETA at the age of 19. Still young and could help pretty quickly, but there might be better players in the draft. Like Alex Amaya. He's probably the best player in this draft, the best prospect. He's 21-year-old out of the Dominican Republic, but he plays second base, not as premier of a position. Jeff Asimov might be the best hitter in this draft, the best pure hitter, 18 out of Canada. He's a switch hitter, another 2022 ETA, so he could still come up pretty quickly and help. But we're going to go with Alex Amaya. I know he plays second base, and we already have a couple guys we like there. But how could you pass on the best player in this draft? So that's who we're going to take with the 11th pick in the first round. And then when we swing it back around to this second round pick, we noticed Kent Shannon was gone. Unfortunately, he got drafted by the Rays. But Jeff Asimov was still here. I know we need pitching help, but we can't pass on this guy. He fell to the second round. He's a switch hitter out of Canada, like I mentioned. And at the age 18, he's still got time to grow. So that will be our second round pick here in this 2021 draft. Got a competitive balance round pick, and a couple pitchers fell to us that I like. Steve Flores, a righty out of Arizona. Torrey Crosby, a lefty out of Missouri. Two very good pitchers, but there's also Jack Hardy down here, an 18-year-old out of Illinois. You can't go wrong with any of these three, but we're going to go with Steve Flores. The righty out of Arizona, he's got some time to develop, needs to work on striking more people out, but we're going to take him with our competitive round pick. So I think we got three good picks to start here. And then we still have our third round pick, where we're looking at Edgar Mateo. He's got a decent potential, but a 2025 ETA might be a little ways off. Jack Hardy was still on the board, and we really could not pass on adding more to this pitching depth that we really need to build up. So we're going to take the 18-year-old out of Illinois, Jack Hardy. So with four good picks down in the first three rounds, including that competitive balance round, Jack McLeod is more of a shot in the dark kind of guy, where he's a boom or bust type of prospect. He's just sitting around. We need to add catching depth. So that's who we're going to take here with the fourth round pick. Since we did so well with the first four selections, with a couple picks here in the mid to late rounds, we're going to take some long shots like Albert Fitzgerald. He might be really good. He might be really bad. He's got that high ceiling, but we don't know anything really about him. We don't know for sure. Center fielder, since we missed on Kent Shannon, we thought we'd take one there. And then our last pick, we're going to look at starting pitching again, as there was not really any relievers or any other positions left that we wanted to take. So Cole Hobbs, the 18-year-old of Michigan, will be our final selection in this draft. Doesn't look like he'd be that good, but at worst, he could be a long reliever, I guess, in the minor leagues and a depth arm. So that would be our draft, and let's take a look at how good they are. Well, would you look at that? We got a bunch of high potentials here. What is that? 5B potential guys. Alex Amaya looks like a very good player. He's going pretty quickly to help. Definitely needs to work on a couple of things, but I think he could be a great foundation piece for this organization and a good building block to go along with some of the prospects we already have, like Zach Veen out in the outfield. Another outfielder who we just drafted, Jeff Asimov here. Really can't play anywhere else besides left field, so he might end up being a long-term left fielder or DH. Has no arm, but he's got better speed than anticipated. At the age 18, he's got time to work. So I will definitely take Jeff Asimov with a second round pick. Well, let's move on to the pitching here. Steve Flores. I was really surprised that he actually ended up being as high overall as he was. Really is not going to strike too many people out, but definitely a good pitcher to have in our organization. Jack Hardy, he looks like he's already pretty solid at the age of 18. Hopefully he's going to pitch really well in AA and continue to grow very quickly. McLeod, he was one of those guys we might have reached on. He's got a big arm as a catcher, and we need to have depth there. So I'll take a shot on him, and we can put him in the minors and see how he works out. Albert Fitzgerald, great speed, but not really good at anything else. Oh, he's good fielding. Not really good at hitting, though, at all. We'll see what he does in the minor leagues. And Cole Hobbs ended up being way better than anticipated, but he does not have a very high ceiling. He might already be capped out at the age of 18. Not too many players who could say that about. We're still going to throw him in the minors and see what he's got. like our draft, tell me what you think of our draft below. Kyle Ryan is the guy we're actually going to option down. We're going to call it Ryan Castellani, who we mentioned in the prospect profile. But yeah, getting back to the draft real quick, one last thing. I want you guys to tell me who your favorite player is that we drafted. And mine personally, I think being able to get Steve Flores in that competitive round was pretty nuts to me. But yeah, we'll move on here. We can always talk about the draft. We got plenty of time in this franchise. Start talking about this Rangers series where we win the first game and lose the second one. Game 1, we won 9-6. 3-hit game for a couple players there. Felix Hernandez got a no decision lucky after giving 5 earned runs. That was in game number 1. Game 2, we lose in extra innings, going 12 innings. Got 4 runs there, but the Rangers ended up with 5. Gray would take a no decision. Givens would blow a save. Senzatella would take the loss, unfortunately. We're going to move on to game 3, though, where Herman Marquez is going to take the hill for us. Both of these teams, the bottom 2 records in the entire MLB. Rangers are completely awful. Marquez is going to give up a line drive to right field here that Blackman would not be able to make a diving attempt on. David Dahl, he's going to swing and miss. The former Rocky going down swinging here, striking out. Joey Gallo with 2 away, he's going to strike out. So Marquez get through 1 inning without allowing a run. Moving to the top of the second. Nate Lowe going to fly to left field here. Nobody's there, though, because of the shift. And it's going to be like a fly ball that should have been a routine play. If it weren't for the shift, it would be a double on that. Chris Davis, the former Oakland A, going to mash one to left field here and give the Rangers a 2-0 lead with a 2-run homer. Marquez gets out of the inning, though, as we move to the bottom of the third. Owings getting a leadoff walk. Rockies trying to get some offense going. The 9-hitter Diaz also walking the catcher. So we got 2 on and nobody out. For the top of the order, Hampson's going to check his swing, but he won't hold back, according to the first base ump. I don't know about that one. And Blackman's going to ground to a double play here to end the inning. So they strand the 2 runners, waste a leadoff pair on base. Jump to the top of the 4th. Line drive base hit with 2 away. And then you're going to walk the 9-hitter and their catcher, Trevino, bringing up Kiner Falefa, who's also going to walk. So now you got the bases loaded. For Charlie Culberson, he's going to go down swinging at the knuckle curve. Marquez works around the bases loaded jam. Going to walk here to start the bottom of the 5th to Harold Ramirez. Chris Owings, he's going to watch a pitch in the dirt as Ramirez steals second. Owings, though, going to chop to third base and be the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Bring up Elias Diaz, who worked the count, and enough to get a walk. So now we got 2 on and 1 out for the top of the order again. Hampson going down swinging at the slider, way out of the zone. Full count to Blackman. He goes down looking at that 2-seamer, so again, wasting opportunities for the Rockies here. Moving to the bottom of the 6th, McMahon, he's grounded up the middle for a 1-out base hit. Can the Rockies punch through it all? Back-to-back hits here. Daza singles to right field. Matt Adams now the first baseman up. He's going to strike out. So now there's 2 away with 2 on for Harold Ramirez, who's going to ground it to short and ground out, wasting yet another opportunity. They just cannot punch through. Top of the 7th, Ben Bowden up. He's giving up a solo home run to left field here, making it a 3-0 ball game. Rangers hitting back-to-back here. David Dahl homers against his former team. Launches one out of here, 4-0, just like that. Bowden not having his best performance. Now he's got 2 away here in the top of the 7th and gives up a line drive to left that's going to carry, but Ramirez will track it down the warning track to avoid any further damage. Moving to the bottom of the 8th, Trevor Story's going to get one back here, hitting a solo shot to left field, making it a 4-1 ball game. Trevor Story has his 15th homer on the season. Matt Adams, though, with 2 away, he's going to ground it out to first base. So we're going to head to the 9th inning here, where David Dahl facing Antonio Senzatella in the pen. He's going down swinging. This time he strikes out. Joey Gallo now, he's going to line it or ground it to the third baseman, the shift McMahon, for out number 2. Nate Lowe, going to strike out. So Rangers do not add on here. Rockies down 3 heading to the bottom of the 9th with the bottom of the order up. Ramirez goes down swinging for out number 1. Chris Owings, 0 for 2 on the day. He's going to chop to second base for the second out. 2 quick outs here for the Rockies, who are now finding themselves down to their last strike with Diaz at the plate. He's going to pop up to the catcher. The Rockies are going to lose 4-1 here in game number 3 and lose the series to the worst team in baseball in the Rangers. 3 hits there for Daza, but not much really else going on. Marquez, unfortunately, could not get out of the 5th inning, giving up 2 earned runs. We're actually going to make a trade here. Blue Jays sitting 5 games over 500. Oliver Perez is going to be shipped off along with Chris Owings in a package deal to the Blue Jays. Oliver Perez just really did not work out for us. The Blue Jays could use a veteran in their bullpen, and maybe he's a bounce back candidate for them, and they can always decline his second year. So I think it's a fair contract for that. Chris Owings, he's a good utility guy that they could use around either in their majors or minor leagues if an injury happens. He's a 1-year cheap deal, so not much, and we're not getting much in return here. At least I believe Santiago here, not the best player. At the age of 26, he doesn't have a ton left to grow, but he's got tons of control left, so we'll take him and put him in our minor leagues. Blue Jays accept. We're actually going to call up Connor Joe. If you watch that prospect profile, he has decimated AAA pitching. There's no other way to say it. I mean, look at the stat line. That is actually insane. But in his first game, he's going to tear his MCL. What a fast turn of events there. Go from killing AAA to the majors to tearing your MCL, and he's done for the season. Very sad, and we're actually going to sign Emilio Bonifacio to give us a little depth, and he's going to come up to the major leagues right away. I don't know how long he's going to stick with the team. Probably not very long in the majors. But yeah, we would win game 1 here, 10-9. Go up 4 runs in the 9th inning. Stevenson nearly blew the game. Bard had to come in and bail him out. Barely did. Game 2 here we're going to watch. It'll be Castellani facing Blackburn. The 21-38 A's and the 21-37 Rockies. Did not think the A's would be down here with us. Castellani, through 9 starts last season, was not the greatest, not the worst. But if you looked at his AAA numbers, he was pretty solid this season. And I think he deserved a shot at the major league level. And he's taken on Anders here, the former Ranger, who's going to pop up on the infield for the first out of the game. So a good start for the 2021 MLB season for Castellani. Jed Lowry now, he's going to chop to first base, where Adams is going to retire him for the second out. So 2 quick, weak contact there. Nothing too hard hit. He's going to walk, though. This is one of his concerns. The control does have a little bit of a walk problem. And he's going to go base hit here to Chapman. So now we have a 2-on and 2-out. Taking on Mitch Moreland with 2 strikes. He's going down swinging at that fastball. So he works out of it. Gets through the first inning. Sam Hilliard going to hit leadoff today. He's going to fly to left field. This one's going to carry a little bit, but be tracked down out there by Chad Pinder in left field. Trevor Story's going to get a 1-out walk, bringing up to the plate the dangerous Charlie Blackmon on the road. Did not expect to see this stat line either. Look at the difference there. Who would expect that, especially with your home ballpark being Coors Field? He's going to ground up the middle for a base hit. Story's going to go first to third here. Test Luriano and barely beats it out. Luriano's got a crazy strong arm. So pretty surprising they tested him. And he's going to get score on the next batter here. Harold Ramirez is going to single to right field. And Blackman's going to go first to third. So the Rockies take an early 1-0 lead. Bring up Ryan McMahon. Ryan McMahon's going to just flip this to hit off the shortstop. Leaping play attempt. They're actually getting a 1-out on the play because Ramirez couldn't leave because he didn't know if it'd be called or not. But make it a 2-0 ball game. Brendan Rodgers is going to strike out, though, the next hitter. So Rockies leading 2-0 after 1. Ramon Luriano in the top of the second. He's going down, getting tied up in knots. Castellani striking him out. Chad Pinder now in a full count. He's going to walk, so another base runner allowed here. Steven Piscotty, the tying run. He's going down swinging at the slider. Another strikeout here. Sean Murphy, the 9-hitter, he's going to walk. So 3 walks, 3 strikeouts for Castellani. Now you got the top of the order up, and he's striking out Anders. Gets out of the inning. Move on to the bottom of the second? Yeah, bottom of the second. Ramil Tapia going to ground to the first baseman, Olsen, who's a Gold Glover there, make a nice easy play. Bonifacio, who the newly acquired, he's going to get a walk in his first plate appearance for the Rockies. Bring up Dom Nunez, the catcher. He's going to strike out, but on the pitch, we're going to have a stolen base for Bonifacio, already bringing a little bit of speed to the team. But he would not come around to score as Hilliard's going to fly out to center field. Still a 2-0 lead, though, for the Rockies through 2. Jump ahead to the bottom of the third. Trevor Story up. He's going to get a leadoff walk. Now we're bringing up Charlie Blackmon. 2-2 count. Blackman's going to get a hold of this and send it over the right fielder's head. But Scotty racing back, watches it hit off the wall. And this is going to be a double. Story did not know if that'd be caught, so he only makes it to third base. With nobody out and runners on second and third, Harold Ramirez is up. He's going to crush a hanging curveball and send it way out of here. This one absolutely obliterated. 5-0 ball game. 461 feet on this. Let's get a show vision, slow-mo replay. Absolutely crushed. Nice job by Ramirez to take that hanging curveball and send it out of here. 5-0 lead for Castellani now in the top of the 5th. He's going to field a comebacker here, make a nice little play for out number 2. As he's cruising along. Top of the order back up, though. Let's hope he can, third time through. He's going to get a fly ball to center field to Tapia for third out. It's up to 87 pitches, or 86 pitches. Jed Lowry, the leadoff hitter this inning, in the top of the 6th, going to walk. And Castellani's pitch count getting up there a little too high. They don't want to risk him getting blown up here, facing the order the third time. So we're going to call the pen. Nice job by Castellani, though. Good start. Kyle Freeland, who's been moved to the bullpen. Going to make his second appearance, I believe, out of here. And hope to shut down the lefties that are about to come up. He's going to strike out Matt Olson here for the first out. Nice little changeup. Matt Chapman going to fly to right field here, but a nice play easily for Hilliard there. Mitch Moreland, another lefty up. He's going to fly to center field where Tapia's going to retire him. So nice job by Freeland coming out of the pen. Hope to see more of that. Now Sam Hilliard hitting a base hit here to start the bottom of the 7th. He's the leadoff hitter, so we're going to bring up Trevor Story in the 2 spot. He's going to get hit by a pitch. Don't know about that after, down 5-0, hitting probably the best player on the team. Don't really like to see that. Going to be sent to deep left field here and hit off the top of the wall by Blackmon. It's going to be another double for him and an RBI double at that. 6-0 lead for the Rockies. Ramirez, who's already homered, driven in 3. He's going to single to right field, driving in another run. Now it's 7-0 with runners at the corner and nobody out. Deep fly from Ryan McMahon. This is going to carry back there, but Luriano, he's going to leap at the wall and rob a home run. Nice play by Luriano, but it's still going to be a sac fly for McMahon. Making it 8-0 Rockies. Rogers going to strike out looking at that fastball. He is really going to do a slump lately. And Tapia going to pop out. So still an 8-0 lead, though, for the Rockies through 7. Michael Gibbons going to come in to close this one out. Not a save situation for the Rockies, but wanted to get him a little work and hope to lower his ERA and make him a better trade bait. Line drive here to left field. Diving attempt from Ramirez is going to be off his glove, though, for a leadoff base hit. Matt Chapman now, 1-2 count. He's 1 for 3 in the day. He's striking on the slider for out number 1. Mitch Moreland, who's gone down a couple times via the strikeout, is going to strike out again. So 2 strikeouts for Givens. Now Luriano, who's robbed a home run, he's going down swinging. Givens strikes out 3 in a row. Rockies win 8-0. Good day for the offense. Castellani made a good pitching debut. Nice job all around. Couple big innings. Would like to see that spread out maybe a little bit more, but 8 runs and 8 hits. Ramirez with the 5 RBI. Great job for him. Bonifacio got a hit as well in his debut. Castellani gets the win in his first start of the season. And Givens would close it out. Not a save, though. We'd lose Game 3 1-5. Felix Hernandez would unfortunately take the loss. Looks like only a couple hits here were mustered, so the offense back to being bad the next game. Felix gave up 405, so he battled through. Bard came in and had to finish the game off. But after the game, we would actually get offered a trade. As you can see, the White Sox wanted Michael Givens, and they were going to move on from Ronaldo Lopez. They already have a couple decent starters that they already have, and I think they wanted to move Ronaldo Lopez to the bullpen, but he didn't want to do it, I guess. So Ronaldo Lopez is going to come to us and have to be a starter, which means we're going to have to make a couple changes. And I didn't know if this was actually enough to justify taking Ronald Lopez. So for realism's sake, we're actually going to give them also Felix Hernandez, who could potentially be thrown in their bullpen as like a long reliever. He's 34. He's at the end of his career. They can decline his second year, which they're probably going to. And we're going to just take one of their worst prospects to make it, work out. So we're going to get Ronaldo Lopez, but we're giving up Felix Hernandez. And we're getting also signed Buck Farmer after releasing that catcher because we needed a little bit more bullpen depth. It's just a cheap minor league deal. And he'll probably be up at some point, but he's going to start in AAA. So next time we're going to be taking on the Marlins and Reds. But I think this was a good episode with a bit of everything. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.